my name is Megan. I blog at welcome to the zoo.ca, and one of the things I blog about is home daycare. And you know, I've had a lot of questions over the years about various things, so here on the Welcome to the Zoo YouTube channel, I've been answering some of those questions that I've received from home daycare providers. And one question that I've had over and over again is, how do I terminate care? How do I terminate a child? Sounds so awful when we say it that way, doesn't it? But what it really means is, I've been caring for a child for a number of months or years. How do I let the parents know that I can't provide care anymore and I need to let this child go? Now, it may be for the child's behavior. It could be because parents aren't paying their bill on time, or it could be for any number of other reasons. But there are a few things that a few steps that you can follow that will make it a little bit easier and make it not such a surprise for the parents in the long run. The last thing you want to do is really stir up a lot of angry feelings or upset feelings on behalf of the parents. Understand that there are going to be hurt feelings, but we're going to try and do it as nicely and as smoothly and compassionately as possible. Because here's the thing, when you say that you don't want to care for a child anymore, I mean, a parent will feel like you're rejecting their child and you're rejecting them, and that can be taken very personally. I mean, this child is probably one of the most important things in our lives, and so they can take that personally. However, here are a few ways you can make it go a little bit easier. Not 100% smoothly, because I don't think that can be done, but at least to make it go a little bit more smoothly. The first thing to do is keep the lines of communication open. So if parents aren't paying on time, or the child is maybe having some behaviors with the other kids that just aren't acceptable in your daycare, make sure that you've been talking to the parents about that all the way along. So if parents are paying late on a consistent basis, you've been charging them late fees all along. You're letting them know that they're paying late, so that it's not out of the blue when you tell them, oh, I'm going to let you go because you never pay on time. Same with a child's behavior. You've probably been doing timeouts or time-ins or some other kind of method to try and redirect the child's behavior. And every time you do, I would really strongly suggest that you're writing that on the child's communication log every day, so that the parent is seeing, okay, little Johnny had to be separated from his friends because he was hitting or he was biting or whatever he was doing. And they're going to see that, maybe it's, once or twice a week, or maybe not even that often, but they're going to see that over time. And so when it gets to the point where you can't handle it any longer and it's just not working anymore, they're not going to be totally surprised and totally taken aback. You will have let them know all the way along. So the next thing you want to do is make sure that you have a printed notice to give them at the end of the week. So on Friday night when they pick up little Johnny, you're going to have a printout that says, I need to terminate care, and it's effective as of this date. So you will find on the website on welcome to the zoo.ca, under the tab Home Daycare, you'll find printable templates, and in there is actually a sample termination notice that you are free to take and edit as whatever suits you. So and feel free to use that. What I would suggest is giving 2 weeks notice, and that would give the parent enough time to find a new daycare and all of that stuff, the rearranging they need to do. Chances are the parent will not bring their child for those next couple of weeks. They will probably take them home that weekend and you will not see them again. So I would suggest that you time when you're going to let a child go carefully, because chances are you're not going to see that last 2 weeks of pay. Now, if you have already thought things through way back at the beginning and you've charged a registration fee that will account for those final 2 weeks, then you're golden, you're good. It's already paid up and perfect. Otherwise, take that into account, that you probably won't see those last 2 weeks of payment. So you're going to give that notice to them on Friday evening when they pick up their child. Mention it very briefly. Especially if there are other parents around, and in fact, if there are other parents around, I would suggest that you take the parent off to the side and just speak with them one-on-one, so that it doesn't become a matter for gossip or for the talk of the town or anything like that. So once you've done that, chances are they're going to say, oh, we'll try and change, we'll try and do better, we want to keep coming, we love bringing, little Johnny to you, please let us keep coming. And what I would really, really encourage you to do is just to stand your ground, be as consistent as you possibly can. Just like every other policy and every other way that you do things in your home daycare, it's your business, you run it your way, you need to follow through. and you need to make sure that you're being consistent and you're standing your ground. And if you've come to the point where you do need to let a child go, then chances are there's not a whole lot that the family can do to change your mind anyway. So why give them that leverage and that false hope? So I would suggest that you have already an idea of maybe some of the other daycares around in your area that may be accepting children, that may have open spots, and give them their names. So I hope that helped. It's a big decision to let a child go and to terminate care for a child in your daycare. Chances are you've had this child ever since they were a baby and you love them like they're your own child. So I know it's really, really difficult. I'd love to hear your experiences though, and what worked for you and what didn't work for you, and what you would do again and what you wouldn't do again if you've had to let a child go out of your care. Please leave a comment in the comment section below and share with others. It'd be great to be able to learn from one another's experiences. All right, I will see you next time when we answer the next question in our series of Home Daycare Questions Answered. See you next time.